On February 27, 2002, India woke to news of a horrific incident. The nation was gripped by shock and disbelief as the details of the tragedy began to unfold. The Sabarmati Express, a passenger train, was engulfed in flames near Godhra station in Gujarat. The fire spread rapidly, consuming the train in a matter of minutes. Coach S6, carrying Hindu pilgrims returning from Ayodhya, became a fiery inferno. The intensity of the blaze left little chance for escape. 59 people lost their lives, including many women and children. The scene was one of utter devastation, with families mourning their loved ones. The victims were primarily Karsavaks, a term used for Hindu volunteers participating in religious activities. These individuals had embarked on a spiritual journey, only to meet a tragic end. They were returning from Ayodhya, a holy city for Hindus. Ayodhya holds significant religious importance, being the birthplace of Lord Rama. The incident sent shockwaves across the nation, raising immediate questions about the cause of the fire. Authorities and investigators rushed to the scene to determine what had happened. The Godhra train burning remains one of the most controversial incidents in India's recent history. The event has been the subject of numerous investigations and reports. It ignited communal tensions that quickly escalated into widespread violence across Gujarat. The aftermath saw horrific riots, leading to further loss of life and property. The event continues to be debated and analyzed, with differing perspectives on its origins and consequences. To this day, the Godhra train burning is a poignant reminder of the fragility of communal harmony in India. In the aftermath of the tragedy, the Indian government appointed a commission to investigate the incident. Headed by retired Supreme Court Justice G.T. Nanavati, and later joined by Justice Akshay Mehta, the commission conducted a lengthy inquiry. It interviewed witnesses, examined evidence, and reviewed various reports. After years of investigation, the Nanavati-Mehta Commission submitted its final report in 2014. The commission concluded that the fire was a pre-planned act of arson. It stated that a Muslim mob had deliberately set the train coach on fire. The commission's report identified key individuals allegedly involved in the conspiracy. It pointed to Maulvi Hussain Haji Ibrahim Umarji and Nanu Mian as masterminds behind the attack. However, the commission's findings were met with mixed reactions. Prior to the Nanavati-Mehta Commission's report, another inquiry offered a different perspective. The Banerjee Committee, appointed by the Railway Ministry and headed by retired Supreme Court Justice U.C. Banerjee, investigated the technical aspects of the fire. The Banerjee Committee, in its 2006 report, concluded that the fire was accidental. It suggested that the fire could have been caused by an electrical fault or an accidental fire within the coach. The committee's findings challenged the narrative of a pre-planned attack. However, the Gujarat High Court later quashed the Banerjee Committee's report. The court deemed the committee's formation and investigation unconstitutional, creating further controversy around the incident's cause. The Godhra train burning incident led to a long and complex legal battle. Over 100 people were arrested in connection with the incident, including key suspects like Haji Bilal and Mohammed Hussain Kalota. Some arrests occurred years after the incident. In 2011, a special trial court convicted 31 people for their involvement in the attack. 11 were sentenced to death, while 20 received life imprisonment. However, 63 others were acquitted due to lack of evidence. The case then moved to the Gujarat High Court, which in 2017 commuted the death sentences to life imprisonment. The court upheld the life sentences of 20 convicts and acquitted 63 others. It also awarded 10 lakh rupees compensation to the victims' families. Section 5. Disputed narratives, reactions, and criticisms. The Nanavati-Mehta Commission's report, concluding a pre-planned attack, faced criticism from various quarters. Critics questioned the Commission's methodology, alleging bias in its investigation and interpretation of evidence. Some argued that the report reinforced communal prejudices. Human rights groups and activists raised concerns about the fairness of the trials. They pointed to allegations of witness coercion and fabricated evidence. The acquittals of a significant number of accused also raised questions about the prosecution's case. The Godhra train burning incident and its subsequent investigations became deeply intertwined with political narratives. The incident fueled communal tensions and had a lasting impact on the political landscape of Gujarat and India. Section 6. A fire unsettled. The debate over the cause. Despite investigations and court verdicts, the cause of the Godhra train burning continues to be debated. The Nanavati-Mehta Commission's conclusion of a pre-planned attack remains contested by some. They point to alternative theories and inconsistencies in the evidence. The initial forensic reports suggested the use of an inflammable liquid poured into the coach from the inside. This finding supported the theory of a planned attack. However, other experts questioned the reliability of these reports and suggested alternative explanations. The differing conclusions of the Nanavati-Mehta Commission and the Banerjee Committee further fueled the debate. The Gujarat High Court's decision to quash the Banerjee Committee's report added another layer of complexity to the issue. Section 7. Scars on the Nation. The Aftermath of Godhra. The Godhra train burning had a devastating impact on India. The tragic event on February 27, 2002, saw the Sabarmati Express set ablaze, leading to the death of 59 Hindu pilgrims. This incident sent shockwaves throughout the nation, igniting a series of violent reactions. The incident triggered some of the worst communal riots in the country's history. The violence that ensued was unprecedented, with mobs taking to the streets, fueled by anger and a desire for revenge. The violence, primarily targeting Muslims, resulted in widespread killings, displacement, and destruction of property. Homes, businesses, and places of worship were not spared, leaving thousands homeless and in despair. The Gujarat riots following the Godhra incident left deep scars on the social fabric of the state. The aftermath was a grim reminder of the deep-seated communal tensions that could erupt into violence at any moment. The riots led to increased polarization and mistrust between communities. Families were torn apart, and neighborhoods that once coexisted peacefully were now divided by fear and suspicion. The events also raised questions about the state's role in preventing and controlling communal violence. Many criticized the government for its delayed response and alleged complicity in the violence. The Godhra incident and the subsequent riots drew international condemnation. The global community watched in horror as the violence unfolded, with many calling for immediate intervention and justice. Human rights organizations criticized the Indian government for its handling of the situation. Reports of human rights abuses and the lack of accountability further tarnished the nation's image on the world stage. The events highlighted the fragility of communal harmony in India and the urgent need for justice and reconciliation. Efforts to bridge the divide included interfaith dialogues and peace rallies, emphasizing the importance of unity and understanding in a diverse nation. Section 8. Political echoes Modi's reflections in 2025. The Godhra train burning incident has continued to cast a long shadow on Indian politics. Narendra Modi, then Chief Minister of Gujarat, faced severe criticism for his government's handling of the riots that followed the incident. In a 2025 podcast interview with Lex Fridman, Prime Minister Modi reflected on the Godhra incident, calling it a tragedy of unimaginable magnitude. He emphasized the frequent riots in Gujarat before 2002 and highlighted that the judiciary found his government innocent. Modi attributed the absence of major riots in Gujarat post-2002 to a development focus and moving away from vote bank politics. He also noted the volatile global atmosphere at the time, citing the Kandahar hijacking, Red Fort attack, and 9/11 attacks. Section 9. A tragedy's long shadow, Godhra's lasting impact. The Godhra train burning incident remains a stark reminder of the dangers of communal hatred and violence. On February 27, 2002, a train carrying Hindu pilgrims was set ablaze, leading to the deaths of 59 people. This tragic event ignited widespread riots and communal clashes across the state of Gujarat, resulting in further loss of life and property. The incident not only shocked the nation but also drew international attention to the deep-seated religious and communal tensions in India. The incident's legacy continues to shape political discourse and social dynamics in India. It has been a focal point in numerous political debates influencing election campaigns and policy decisions. The Godhra incident has also been a subject of intense scrutiny and investigation, with various commissions and committees set up to uncover the truth and assign responsibility. The political ramifications of this event are still felt today, as it remains a potent symbol of the challenges India faces in maintaining communal harmony. The event serves as a cautionary tale about the need for tolerance and understanding. In the aftermath of the violence, numerous initiatives have been launched to promote interfaith dialogue and community cohesion. Peace rallies, interfaith meetings, and educational programs aim to bridge the divide and foster a spirit of unity among diverse communities. These efforts highlight the importance of building a society based on mutual respect and coexistence. The differing narratives surrounding the incident highlight the challenges of achieving justice and reconciliation in the face of communal tensions. Various accounts and interpretations of what transpired on that fateful day have led to a complex and often contentious legal battle. The quest for justice has been marred by allegations of bias, political interference, and a lack of transparency. This underscores the difficulties in addressing communal violence and ensuring that justice is served impartially. The Godhra train burning is a grim chapter in India's history, one that demands continued reflection and a commitment to preventing such tragedies in the future. Memorials and commemorations serve as poignant reminders of the lives lost and the need for vigilance against the forces of hatred and division. By remembering the past, we can strive to build a more inclusive and peaceful future. The events of February 27, 2002, left an indelible mark on India. Each year, the anniversary of the Godhra train burning is a time for somber reflection and renewed calls for peace and unity. The scars of that day are still visible in the collective memory of the nation, serving as a powerful reminder of the need to overcome hatred with compassion and understanding. The Godhra train burning and its aftermath underscore the importance of upholding the rule of law, promoting social harmony, and ensuring justice for all. It is a call to action for leaders, communities, and individuals to work together in fostering an environment where such tragedies are not repeated. By learning from the past, we can pave the way for a more just and harmonious society.